Hi everyone, welcome back to the Code Step by Step channel. My name is Anil Sidhu and now we will talk about routing in Laravel. So in Laravel, whenever you will make any web page or API, you have to define a route for that. So without a routing, you cannot learn Laravel properly. So this part is very important. So watch it carefully. So first of all, we will talk about what is routing. Then we will learn how we can make routes. We'll also see how we can open view and pass data with routing. We'll talk about anchor tags also, and we will also see how we can redirect from one page to another page with the help of routing. And there are lots of routing methods in the Laravel. So I'll show you the list of all these methods and the purpose of all these methods also. And at last, we'll discuss few important interview questions also. So now let's talk about first question, what is routing? So routing is basically a path of opening a web page. So whenever you are making any application, for each of the web page, you have to define a different path because you cannot show all the content, all of the data in a single page. For example, you have to create a different page for about us, different page for home, contact us, login, sign up, profile and all right. So these all are the basically routes of your application. Let me give you one more example. So this is the official website of PHP, and whenever you will click on the any of the menu, maybe downloads or document for or anything. So for this page, downloads.php is basically a route. So these things we have to make in the Laravel also. So for example, you created a web page in your application with the name of welcome.blade.php or welcome.php, and you want to show it on your browser so that user can visit it. So you have to define a route for that web page and you have to map that page with the route. So there are two important components in the routing. First one is route name. So whatever page that you want to show, this is the route name, and the content or page, whatever content you want to display there. So now let's see how we can make few simple routes in the Laravel. Then we'll go with the other points also, whatever we discussed there. Right. So this is our Laravel application, and the web.php we define the routes for our application. And with the help of routes, we can open the controller, we can open the view also, or directly we can write the HTML content there also. So let's say if you want to show any page with the help of route, then those page you need to make inside the views. Here you can see that on the root route, we are displaying the welcome.php page. So if I open there, localhost, and then I put there 8000 port, hello Laravel. This is coming from this welcome.blade.php file. So let's make few more routes. So I'm creating one more page there. Let's say this page name is about.blade.php. Maybe you are very curious about this blade thing, but don't worry, we will learn everything step by step. So after few parts, we will reach on the blade feature also, then we'll discuss in the very detail. So I'm again creating a h1 tag there. Let's say about page. And now if I want to open this page, we have to go in the web.php file. You cannot open this page directly. If you try to access there, let's say about or anything, it will not work. It will throw 404 page. It means this page is not exist. This is not found. So what you need to do, come to the welcome.php and there define a route. For this, you have to write a route. This is basically a class. And get, this is basically a method, and there in a first parameter we have to define the route name. So let me define it about, and then in the second parameter we have to define a function, a named function, we can say that, return there, and we are showing the view there because these are the views of our application, right? So use their view, and there we have to put the file name, whatever you want to display there. We want to display there about.blade.php. So you can write there about.blade.php. Is that correct? No, you don't need to add their .blade.php extension. Just simply put there about, it will automatically get it. Now you must have to add the semicolon also. And now if we'll refresh this page, you can see that we are able to get this page. So this way we can create our route and a web page there. Now there is a one more way. So let me create one more route colon then get. Let me put there the route name is contact and again you have to define a function. You can copy and paste also, but I would like to write this code because more practice will give you more confidence in Laravel. So let me return there, and I can simply write there like this also, h1 tag. I'm just directly putting there, close it, and let me put there contact page. We need to add the semicolons. Now open this page in the next tab, contact, and here you can see that we can see there the contact page also. So if you have a very small content to show, you can directly write the code there, but this is only for the small code, not for the big content on the web page. Okay, so there is a one more short way to display the view part. So here you can see that we have a welcome page, right? So now let me create one more route there, and there I'll just directly use the view method, and inside this I can pass the route. So let's say I want to use their welcome path for route, and the page is also welcome. And if I put the semicolon, and now we know that on the root we can access this page, right? So if I put their welcome also now, it will still work. You can see that. So if I'll just remove it or comment it out, then it will not work. So this is a shorter way to show the view page with the route. So now let's talk about the more point, like how we can pass data in the routing. So let me show you with the about page. So let's say you want to show the any username also. Let's say right now if I just put there about, then about page is opening, but I want to open about Anil. So I will pass some data, or I'll pass some name from the URL, right? Like Anil or Sam or anything. So how I can just make this dynamic route, and how we can pass this data to the view and to the route. Let me show you. First of all, so these are the segments. So this is our root segment, this is our first segment, and this is our second segment, we can say that. So if we want to open the second segment there, we have to pass this segment here also. So if I'll just put simply Anil there, then you can open this page. Let me put there Anil, right? But it will only work with the Anil because this is what I defined there. So if I want to pass there Sam, it will not work. So for Sam, I have to define the another route like this, right? Now it will work. Now Sam will work and Anil will also work, but let's see if I just put there Bruce, it will not work. So this is not a correct way to define the path for each of the name. So what we can do, that we can create a path for a dynamic second segment. How we can do that? Let me show you. Let me comment it out first. And for that, simply use their double curly braces like this. And here you have to pass what parameter or what data you want to get there. So let me put their name, right? Like this. So now whatever we are passing there, that will be the name as per our route. Now how we can get this name in our code? So in that function, you have to put there any dollar name, or you can put any other name also. And now you can simply, what you can do there, return dollar name, and with that way you can get this parameter or this name in the code. Let me show you. Here you can see that Bruce. So now if I'll put there Anil, it will still work with the Sam, with Sidhu. For everything, this is perfectly working. Now next thing is, here we got this data, but I want to show this on the view. How I can do that? For that, remove it and uncomment this code, and in the second parameter you have to define an array. Then you have to put their name, then you have to put their key of that array, let's say name, and then arrow. This is basically an associated array in PHP, and now I can put their dollar name. So now you will see about page and there is no error, but this data is still not visible. Now we passed this data to the about view. So go to there, and inside this, what you can do there, let's say make h1 tag, and there you can define PHP tag echo and dollar name. refresh it, now you will get this name. Here you can see that. So if I put there, let's say again Peter, this is working for Sam, but this is not how we print the variable names inside the blade file. So what you can do there, instead of this, simply use h1 tag, double curly braces, open and close them, and dollar name. It will give you the same output. Here you can see that. Again, let me show you Sam or Anil or anything. This will perfectly work fine, right? So either you can use this one, but this is not recommended in the Laravel. So this syntax is coming from the Laravel blade template. It will only work inside that blade file. So this is how you can print the variable name inside the Laravel blade template. All right. Okay, so we learned that how we can pass data. Now let's talk about anchor tags. So here we have 2-3 pages. First one is I have root page. Perfect. Second, we have a welcome page. Let me open there, localhost. Then welcome. Third one is about. Yeah, let me open there, localhost 800, then about, then Anil, right? And last one is contact also. Let me open this contact page also. Yep. So we have the 4 pages. So there are very high chances you have to make the anchor tag, or maybe you can say that you need to define a link to go from one page to another page. How you can do that? Let me show you. So let's say on the welcome page, I want to make some links to go on about page and contact page. So let me open this and let me create an anchor tag there. And what I'll do there, I'll put there slash, and then I'll put there contact, and let me mention there go to contact page, and let me put there br tag also, so that we can make some space there. Now this is our welcome page. Let me refresh. Here you can see that go to the contact page. Now if I click over there, you can see that we can go to the contact page. Similarly, if I want to define the one more page for go to about page of Anil, right? Then I have to mention there about, then Anil. If I refresh, if I click on this, here you can see that about page Anil, right? So if I don't put there this name Anil, then it will not work. Here you can see that this is breaking, right? So similarly, you can define few more page, Sam, Sidhu, for Sam and for Sidhu, right? These all are coming in a single page. Let me add their br tags. Let me refresh. Now you can see that we have the about page Sidhu, about page Sam, and all right. So now the next thing is how we can redirect the route page. So let's say the web.php, this welcome page is opening on the 2 routes. First one is on the root and another one on the welcome. Let me close all of these and show you in detail. Here you can see that this is working, and if I directly go to the root, this is still working, right? This welcome page is working with the root route as well as on the welcome route. So what I want to do there, so whenever someone will try to open this welcome page, it should be redirected on the root page. How I can do that? So if you want, you can keep it uncommented also, but let me comment it. And what you can do then, route : redirect, and which URL you want to redirect, the route name where you want to redirect, like this. Let me put there semicolon. So if I refresh it, now you can see that this is redirected to the root route. Let me try again to open this welcome. You can see that whenever we'll try to open the welcome page, it will move to the root page. All right. So routing methods. So we have lots of routing methods. Get method we already discussed there. Here you can see that. So this get route method is used for show the page or retrieve the data, and post method is used for submit or create the data. Similarly, we have put for update the existing data, patch for update the part of data, delete for delete the data, optional to handle the pre-fly and go request. So On that topic we will create a separate part. There you will understand all of about pre-flight and course request. Then match means, so if you want to open the single file on the multiple routes, then that will help us. Again we have the any route for handle the all HTTP requests. So few of them are yet not covered in this part, like match, option, delete. So that we will cover slowly in the upcoming parts. For redirect one URL to the another, that we already learned there, this one. And this view also covered here. You can see that, right? With that way we covered the view also, right? So these all are the routing methods in Laravel, and slowly we'll cover remaining methods also, whatever is not covered yet. So thank you so much for watching this part. If you still have any doubt, any confusion, you can ask me in the comment section. Thanks guys.